feel like I had to make this video before things get even more out of hand. More out of hand with an X-Men person of the B team before things get even more out of hand. So, I have a lot of experience with angels. Okay, I have a lot of experience with angels. That's why I have to nip this in the bud. And if Angel wants to retire and get off the team permanently, put it in the comments. Gambit will tell me, and then I will say it in a video. Robert's off the team permanently. You know what I'm saying? I'll say it. Codename Angel's open for somebody else. That's how fast an angel can fall. I'm not kidding. From disobeying God a little bit, disobeying God, keep on more rebelling, until they get kicked out of heaven. I'm serious. This is the pattern. You know, I'm like, man, this is just like Satan's fall. You know, I mean, just like he was so obedient to God. You know, before he was kicked out of heaven, the angel of light. He was the angel. You know, like he was the most obedient angel to God. Satan was. Lucifer. He was the most obedient. You know, look what happened to him. Look what happened to him when he started disobeying God, like Angel of the team is disobeying God. You know, look what happened. You can see it in the Bible, and then you can see what happens after. What happens even farther after the Bible? What happens to Satan? You know what I'm saying? That's how far an angel can fall from God, from the highest of the highest. That's how far an angel can fall. Fast, far. And I'm witnessing it with the angel of the team. I'm like, man, he was in Cyclops' place of the main team. You know what I'm saying? With the name Archangel. You know what I'm saying? That's how legit. You know, in the place of Cyclops, we all saw it. One of the two top with Gambit. You know what I'm saying? But like the story of Satan, it's the same thing with Angel of the team. Same thing. I'm like, I see the same pattern. Rising high, you know, obedient to God. Look at me. I can quote all these scriptures. Look at me, how holy I am. You know, then the fall from grace. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, see you later. You know, I'm just standing back while he's hanging himself, you know, based on a comment that only I saw, that no one else saw, making this decision. You know, I'm like, I got to nip this in the bud. You know, I've dealt with rebel angels before. It's no joking around. It's no joking around. Rebel angels need to, yeah. They don't listen to you. They don't. They don't listen to you at all. And, you know, Angel of the team has proven that. Doesn't listen to me at all. My patience is less than God's. So I'm like, I'm nipping this in the butt, at least to an extent. If he wants to kick himself off the team, that's fine. That's a blessing to us all. So we can serve, so we can do God's will without that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Go to the hot gates without that nonsense. You know, wham, you know, on the sidelines. I'm like, I'm trying to distance Angel as far away, like God kicking Satan out of heaven to the earth, like that far away from the team. You know, that's what I'm trying to do, one step at a time. You know what I'm saying? And this is the step I'm taking. I'm putting him on the reserves B team. The reserves B team, okay? Not the active B team anymore. He's kicked off the active B team. He's on the reserves B team with Psylocke. Psylocke she's been on the reserves B team the whole time. She's never been on the main team, you know. I just barely gave her a code name, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, the reserves B team, she's doing great. You know, hey, can you come to the hot gates for us? You know, calling someone on the reserves team. You know how the Army Reserve is like, we'll call you if we need you. That's how it is. Like, we might need Psylocke. So I'm like, hey, Psylocke, do you want to go? You know, she said no. I'm like, okay, see you later. Perfect. That's what a person, X-Men, or X-woman, is supposed to do on the reserves team. She says, no, that's what they're supposed to do. If they can help, they will. If they can't, they can't. They're not on the main team. You know what I'm saying? That's been helping us along this whole way. You know what I'm saying? Like others have. So she's fine. She's on, So that's an example of the reserves, And I think she's okay with being on the reserves for now. I think she's okay with that. Not being on the main team, not being on the active B team. I think she's fine with that. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't think Angel's fine with being on the reserves B team. And you'll see that in a second. I don't think he's fine, just like Satan wasn't fine being kicked out of heaven. Just like he wasn't fine with being kicked out of heaven. You know what I'm saying? And causing a mess down here. Yeah, same thing with Angel, the team. I see the pattern all the way. I see the whole pattern. Yep, I've been around fallen angels most of my life. I know the pattern. You got to nip this in the bud. And that's what I'm doing. I'm taking the next step of nipping this in the bud. You know what I'm saying? So Angels on the reserves B team until December 25th of 2025. December 25th of 2025. Do you know what day that is, Robert? That's Christmas Day. Maybe you'll get it right this year. Maybe Angel will get it right this year. If I make that the deadline that's how long his reserves, that's when his reserves end, is on Christmas Day. Maybe he'll get Christmas right this year. Because we all know he didn't get it right. I'm like, he's the only person on earth that got Christmas wrong. Well, not the only one, but one of the obvious ones. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But everybody else that got Christmas wrong, they're from different countries. They're from India, Mexico. I'm like, they have an excuse. Angel, the team, is from America. He has no excuse to get Christmas wrong. The people from India have an excuse to get Christmas wrong. They all believe in Buddha, okay? They barely even know about Christ. They have an excuse, to have Christmas stuff in January, So, but anyways, but yeah. But I know how the pattern goes. It'll still start an uproar. It will. But being on the reserves, though, means do not donate. Do not. That's a command, but he won't listen. Do not donate. How many people say do not donate? I am. I don't want that money. No. It's like taking money from a fallen angel. It's cursed. I don't want to take money from Satan. No. I don't. No donating. Nope, we're good. We're good. We'll find a way without your donations. We'll find a way. You know what I'm saying? We'll find a way. So don't donate. If you donate, it won't be acknowledged. It won't be looked at. Nothing. It'll just be like a magical increase happened. Oh, not sure how that happened. That's how it'll be seen. Or I'm like, or it'd just be like, oh, Gambit donated again. That's all it'd be seen as. You know what I mean? So that's one part of being in the reserves. If you donate, it won't be acknowledged at all. It won't be looked at, nothing. Especially after the last donation. It won't be looked at, won't be read, won't be responded to, nothing. You don't exist in the donation area. You don't exist. So that's one of the things. And another thing is, like, we don't want you on the missions anymore. Unless we ask you, and it has to be approved by the whole team, including me. And I have to ask every member of the team. I'm like, Gambit, do you want Angel to come? But you don't, And then I'm like, Storm, do you want Angel to come? And then I'm like, Rogue, do you want Angel to come? And it'll come down to me too. It'll be a group vote. It'll be a group vote. And then we'll notify you from there. If we don't need you, we won't notify you, okay? I'm like, I wanted to get at least 2 more people to come. Right now, there's just 4, but we'll see how it goes. So we'll call you, Angel. Probably not, but we'll call you. You don't call us. You don't text us. We won't. No, we'll call you if we need you. As a last resort. Last resort. I mean, like it won't happen last resort. Like, I'll do the mission by myself last resort before calling you last resort. You know what I'm saying? That kind of last resort. If everybody bails, if everyone bails and it's just me to do the mission by myself, I will do the mission by myself rather than call Robert or Angel, the team. Exactly. So, get used to the reserves. You won't be called. No, nothing. So, it's not quite the bench, but if you want to put yourself on the bench with Jubilee, that's fine. It's pretty much means you're dead. The bench is you're dead. The chances of us calling you is 0 on the bench. 0. On the reserves, there's still a chance to call you. Still a chance to notify you if you want to come. There's still a chance on the reserves. A slim chance, but on the bench, there's no chance. So, anyways. And then, but there's one step after the bench. There is. It's kicking yourself off the team. It's kicking yourself off the team permanently. You give up the Angel code name. You give it up for somebody else to have. That'll appreciate it. That's the end of the circle. Yep. I don't mess around. Especially with angels. I don't mess around with angels. Rebellious angels, I don't mess around. Yep. Based on with my experience with Satan, I don't mess around. So anyways, that's why you test members of the team in every aspect. That's why you got to make sure before you do it, a mission. You got to make sure. So no messing around. Angel wasn't, as you guys know, Angel wasn't part of the main team. He wasn't. He was filling in because Cyclops went MIA. Cyclops went MIA. You know, Scott, he went MIA for a while. I'm like, there was a void. There was a void. So Angel came to take his place from the B team, basically. From the B team. He took Cyclops' place from the original 8 of us. But now it's off. I'm like, who should we... I was thinking about who to replace him on the main team. I'll run this by you guys on the main team. Thandriel, even though he's passed away probably. He's passed away, he's with God in heaven. I want him on the main team. I'm not kidding, as Heimdall. Heimdall on the main team to the Hot Gates mission, even though he's passed away. I don't care anymore. It's better to have someone in heaven helping us than, a rebellious angel on the ground. Way better than to have someone that's passed on the team. So that's what I'm doing. Heimdall is on the main team. Yep. We won't see him around us, but he's on the main team. He's part of that. So there's 5 of us going. 5 of us. So with Heimdall. So, yeah. He's coming with us in spirit. And he always said shalom. So he was pro-Israel. If he's saying shalom in his comments, he's saying he's pro-Israel. We're doing it for him. We're going for him. You know what I'm saying? So anyways. So yeah, that's what this video is about. Angels on the reserves, B team, last to the last besides the bench. And quitting permanently, But at this rate, he'll be off the team by his own decision. At this rate, this is how fast angels fall. I'm not kidding. You know what I'm saying? This is how fast they fall from heaven level to being cast out of heaven. This is how fast they fall. He'll take himself off the team by the end of the month. I'm not kidding. That's how fast angels fall. He'll be off the team by his own decision. Yep. Be like, I'm out of here. He's like Gambit or JR, the name you make fun of. The name that Angel makes fun of. Yeah, JR, he makes fun of your name. He was mocking me. So, that's why he's on the reserve B team. He's mocking the name JR. So when he puts the comment, I'm out, JR will tell me he's out, and I'll say he's off the team. No messing around. So, we don't need him. We don't. It could be more of a problem at this point. It could be more of a problem. Trust me. Yep. I've dealt with rebel angels before. Like I've said, most of my life. I got saved at age 40. All those years before age 40, from age 11, think about this. From age 40, when I got saved, I really did get saved. From age 40, from age 11 to age 40, in between there, I have dealt with angels, okay? I have insane experience with angels. They're nasty, okay? They're nasty. Don't let them fool you, okay? Don't let them fool you. Oh, it's my guardian angel. No. No. Watch out. Watch out with the angels. Watch out. Yeah. When someone says they have good angels, I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure? Because most of the time, it's not good angels that they're in communication with. Some people in the New Age world are in communication with angels constantly. They are. They think they're good angels. They're not. They're fallen angels, pretending to be good angels. That's how dangerous angels are. Okay. They're messing with people big time in the New Age world. The angels, they are. That's why I'm out of that New Age world. The angels were. Yeah, that's Satan's world. That's Satan's world, the New Age, the occult, with Ouija boards and all that stuff. Yep. Done with that. Yep, I've had my fill. I've had my fill with angels. I've had my fill. I just need Jesus, that's it. That's all I need. So, bye-bye angels, bye-bye angel. I don't need you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I had to make this video. You got to nip this in the bud quick. I know a lot of people don't understand, but I have a lot of experience with angels. Yeah, I know the pattern. So once they start disobeying God, openly disobeying God, it's a fast drop, super fast drop, to the point where you find yourself in hell itself. It's a super fast drop from heaven's graces, you know. So Robert's in God's hands now. He is. He's in God's hands totally. I'm taking myself out of the equation for help, to save myself. I'm taking myself out of the equation. I've had my fill with angels. Yep. So that's what I'm doing. So B team reserves, we'll call you if we need you, but we probably won't. So worst case scenario, the worst case scenario, Gambit will do the mission by himself. Worst case scenario. So if it's God's will, which it probably would be, to have at least one member of the team represent God at the summit. Just one, because Bishop won't be there to represent God this time. He won't be there. So God wants one of us to stand in for Bishop. That Bishop's usually there, just for God. That's one of Bishop's callings from God, is to go to the summit. That's one of the things God commands Bishop to do, is to go to the summit. That's how serious this is. That's how serious this is. Angel doesn't know how serious this is. This is directly Bishop's calling, one of them, from God himself to go to the summit every year. You know what I'm saying? But this year he couldn't go, so it's serious, okay? And I've seen how serious God is about Bishop doing this, going to the summit thing. It's serious. I saw Bishop go to the summit last year. God is behind it. God, the one nailed to a cross. You know, the one, yeah. You know, God, the real one, not little G God. The real God sends Bishop to the summit. It's not a joking matter. That's why it's in my hands. God's like, okay, you got to discipline. You got to put. God's leaving up to me to put Angel on the reserve team. He is. I'm like, all right, I'll do it. So I got less patience than God, but even God has lost patience. I can sense it. He has. He's lost total patience. If I'm losing patience, and I'm just like, man, this is just a headache. It's like some kid, you know, just annoying me. I'm just like, man. Of course God's lost patience if I'm like, man. Ugh. Now I know what it's like to be a father. I'm like, man, it's like Angel's like my rebellious 10-year-old, you know. All right, you're in timeout for a year until Christmas, until you can remember when Christmas is. You're in timeout. That's what it feels like right now. I'm like, man. So yeah, that's it. So I'm just making it official. It's something that we can all remember too. Well, at least we can remember Christmas is on the 25th. You know, we'll all remember. You know, okay. He's on the reserve till the 25th. Don't call him nothing till the 25th. So the real thing is if Robert remembers when Christmas is. You know, I'm already calling him without his code name. He's like fading out. He's like fading out of the code name. You know, he's like, that's how fast he's fading away. You know, so yeah. So you guys have to witness the downfall of an angel. Like, you know, but I've seen it before. I have. So it's nothing new. I'm like, I recognize this pattern. I did. It's the same pattern of Satan rebelling against God. It's the same pattern. Once obedient to God, now rebelling against God. Over and over and over. Openly. Yep. I've seen this pattern before. Yeah. So, you're not the only one that's done it, Robert. The angel of light in the Bible has done the same thing that you are doing. Same exact thing. No difference. No difference. So, once the most respected angel ever. Lucifer was the most respected angel. The top dog angel was Satan. Lucifer. He was the top angel. Look what happened to him. Yeah. That's the path. That's the trajectory. That's the trajectory you're on. God's like, you got to tell him.